Hey guys, Brendan Morrison here from Real West Coast, and we just finished up filming our 8th season of Real West Coast, but it was our first season with the new Seakeeper 1 installed on our 3025 Kingfisher GFX. And I've been asked the question a bunch of times, is the Seakeeper worth it on the West Coast? Absolutely. I didn't want to talk about it too much until we actually put it to the test, and we've had it on our boat now for about 200 hours this summer. We've been salmon fishing, halibut fishing, tuna fishing. It's been an epic summer, and I got to tell you, I've been absolutely blown away, and it's exceeded all my expectations.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Seakeeper is distributed by Wajax in Canada, and we partnered with them to have it installed on our boat so we could test it on the West Coast. Essentially what the Seakeeper system is a gyro that's mounted in the hull of your boat. Now it can be mounted above deck, but mine is mounted in the hull of my boat, and it spins at about 9,800 RPM, a little bit higher than 9,800 RPM, and it totally counteracts the roll in the water. So, you know, if your boat's obviously rolling to the starboard side, centrifugal force pushes against that and totally locks it in and stabilizes it. And you can notice a difference. You can actually engage it and then turn it off, and you notice a huge difference right away. You can actually see the roll on your screen, and it will show you. There's a lot of times you're rolling at like 8, 9, 10 degrees. You engage the Seakeeper system, and that shuts that right down to about 1, 2, maybe hit 3, so completely levels the boat out. It's been crazy effective. We get some big water here on the West Coast, a lot of big rolling water, a lot of choppy water at times. It's game changing. I mean, you watch the videos, you look online, and it's better than advertised. Like it just sucks your boat right to the water. That's the best way I can describe it, right? And it's so easy to use. It's essentially a two-touch operation. Now there's a little bit of time involved at the beginning to spool, but once you get to the boat and you start loading things on, you know, mine spools, that Seakeeper 1 spools in just over 20 minutes. So typically, anywhere I run to, it's ready to engage when I get there. But the other bonus is, you know, I always had in my mind that you only use the Seakeeper when you kind of get to your destination, you slow your speed down and you're fishing. But I used it multiple times on longer runs this summer while we were running in big water. Now we've been up and down the coast here on the west coast of Vancouver Island multiple times this summer. Big water around Estevan Point, and it's just exactly what it says. It stabilizes the boat. You don't have that roll side to side. It completely mitigates that. I mean, you can feel it when you engage it right away. It just grabs a hold and completely stabilizes everything. Like, you really have to be on the boat to experience it in order to fully understand it and grasp it. Like, you watch the videos and you can't feel it, obviously, right? It's just visual. But I've had multiple buddies come on this boat and have just been absolutely blown away by the effectiveness of it. So we worked with Intrepid Marine to have the Seakeeper and the Seakeeper Ride system installed on our boat, and they did a tremendous job. They were very thorough, very professional. They kept us up to date with multiple pictures that documented the entire process, which is always cool to see. Trevor and Spencer from Intrepid Marine met us on the water, walked us through both systems, showed us how to use them. Very seamless together, and the easy use was incredible. They do a ton of aftermarket installations on your boat. So if you're looking at getting these systems installed, the Seakeeper and the Seakeeper Ride, get a hold of Intrepid Marine, and these guys will do a good job for you. The Seakeeper Ride system has an unbelievable ability to decrease the pitch and roll in your boat. Like studies have shown, they take out about 70% of that. So similar to your trim tab system, but they're getting away from that language. So it's an attitude control system that really just takes over your whole boat and works simultaneously with the Seakeeper. You know, gone are those bouncy, poundy days on the water when you're running. Again, it just sucks you right into the wave and you know, makes for a really, really smooth ride in virtually any conditions. And especially in an aluminum boat, which, you know, typically don't ride as heavy as you know, fiberglass boats, but I mean, it takes away any of that pound. It almost feels as if you're like floating over waves coming at you. And, you know, having those two products work together, it's like a dream. It just makes for such an enjoyable day on the water, whether you're running, right, or stopping and fishing. Family, friends, you're on the boat all day long. It takes away that constant fighting, battling of trying to stabilize yourself. And at the end of the day, you almost feel like you're not quite as tired, right? Because it's a little bit easy on your body. It's easier on everyone, especially people who maybe don't have as much experience on the water, but it just makes everybody's life that much more enjoyable when you're on the boat. I want to thank Wajax Canada for partnering with us and allowing us to test this product on the West Coast. And I want to thank Intrepid Marine for installing the Seakeeper and the Seakeeper Ride system. They did an outstanding job.